Yo, what's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Just, again, enjoying these final days of summer out in the yard. Relaxing, chilling out. So, a little bit of a market crash today. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't really call it a crash. Bitcoin's down significantly, but altcoins are not really as down as you would think that they would be in considering how far down Bitcoin is. Now, when I say that, obviously take that with caveat as well, because Bitcoin's not really down too much. I mean, right now, it is just, the last time I checked before I came outside, it was just holding support at the 30 day around $117,450. So, um, will we wick below the 30-day SMA, or will it hold as support? Well, we'll find out, right? Now, guys, listen, there's a lot of panic out there right now. I'm seeing on X and everything. Not so much on YouTube, though. I'm not in the comment section. We did a live stream this morning. I'm not seeing a whole lot of panicking on YouTube. Just some people kind of asking questions about what happened. I think there is a general understanding of what kind of happened and, what the implications are. But really quick, I'll sum it up if you don't know. So, PPI data came in. Far worse than expected. We were expecting 2.5, I think was the expectation. It came in at 3.3, so almost a full percent higher than expected, which obviously not great, right? Um, but in saying that, it's not the end of the world, guys. It's not the end of the bull run or anything like that. But what it does mean is a couple of things. The first thing is, um, up until this point, with the pumping that's been happening through August so far, it's been the market pricing in a potential 25 minimum, 50 maximum basis point rate cut in September, right? So that's why one of the reasons the market has been pumping so good, right? Now, with this PPI data coming in, now what the market is doing today is it's reversing the pricing in of a rate cut because it's uncertain. We're uncertain whether now we're going to see that rate cut in September. Definitely not a 50, but are we even going to see a 25 basis point? Is Powell going to use this as an excuse to hold rates higher for longer, right? That's what the market is now pricing in. So that's why we're seeing a bit of a dip today, a crash, whatever you want to call it. I don't really use the word crash. It's kind of dramatic, to be honest. But so there's that. But what it also means is that there's going to be uncertainty. This next week, in my opinion, is going to be filled with uncertainty, right? It's going to be very difficult to navigate the market for the next probably 4 to 7 days, right? It's going to be harder to kind of know which direction things are going to go. Um, a lot of charting is going to be done, obviously. Um, I'll be doing a lot. I know Caesar will be doing a lot. A lot of sentiment gauging is going to be going on, stuff like that. And we'll be checking all the metrics as we go. But just understand that this next week is going to be filled with uncertainty. And in saying that, how should you be handling it? Well, for me personally, I started today. Well, I mean, I have been DCAing over the last week, but this morning I started being far more aggressive in my DCAing strategy, right? I started scooping up at a much more significant level. And I will continue to do that as we see this uncertainty because make no mistake about it, guys. This doesn't stop the train. The bull run's still coming. Altcoin season's still coming. This doesn't change that. This is a short-term um, micro situation, right? That could be changed as early as tomorrow, for all we know, or this evening, right? But for now, I think you'll probably see about a week of uncertainty in terms of whether we'll see a rate cut in September or not, right? So the market will price in that uncertainty, which I mean could lead to a bigger pump later in the month because we'll get confirmation of a more certainty of a rate cut. But I checked in the live stream even after the PPI data came in, and as of right now, there's still a 99.9% chance of a 25 basis point rate cut in September. So we'll keep you updated on that number. We'll see how it kind of fluctuates as the week progresses here, the next 7 days. But so yeah, but me, I'm not concerned. At least this doesn't change anything for me personally. Doesn't change a single thing. I'm going to continue to be aggressive in my DCAing strategies. Hopefully you guys are too. If you don't have dry powder, guys, there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, nobody catches every dip. Nobody, right? You just can't. It's impossible. So if you can't catch this dip, don't feel bad about it. I miss dips. Everybody misses dips, right? Nothing to be too concerned about there. Now, I also wanted to talk about a specific altcoin and the sentiment around it, and that is Onyxcoin, XCN. My bullishness, people have been asking me lately if I'm still bullish on XCN, if if I still think it's a good buy and all that kind of stuff, a good hold. Here are my thoughts on Onyxcoin. I just covered a story in yesterday morning's live stream about how lending protocols are picking up a lot of momentum and a lot of steam. Okay, that's going to include projects. I mean, obviously your Aves and stuff like that, but it's also going to include projects like your XPRs, your Swift coins, and your XCN Onyx coins, right? Now, the general sentiment on Onyxcoin, from what I'm getting from all of these people asking me if they should still be buying it, if they should still be holding it, if they should sell it, or what, that tells me that it is an optimum buying opportunity. The more bearish the sentiment is on a project, the more bullish I become. When there's no real FUD piece that came out, like there's no fraud or a team member leaving the project, there's no real bad thing that happened, it's just general bad sentiment because the price hasn't done anything. When there's negative sentiment because of lack of price action, I get extremely bullish on a project. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's one of my projects that I hold, I get very bullish on it, and I get aggressive when it comes to purchasing it. And you guys know that in 2024, we started accumulating Onyxcoin. That thing went sideways, and I mean sideways, like zero volatility for 9, 10 months, something like that, while we were accumulating it. And then it broke up like 500% out of what seemed like nowhere. Okay. But what I would remind you of is probably the last 2 months of that 9, 10 month accumulation phase that it was in with like zero volatility. I was getting DMs over on the Patreon, and people were asking me on YouTube and stuff like that, like crazy, if they should sell their XCN, if they should get out of Onyxcoin. It's not doing anything. All these other projects are doing things, and Onyxcoin's not. Should I sell my Onyxcoin and go buy something else that's pumping or something? First of all, one of the biggest rookie mistakes anybody can make in crypto is buying something that has a lack of price action right now to go buy something that's been pumping. Worst decision you can make in crypto. Not financial advice. You do you, boo-boo. But terrible idea. Terrible idea in my opinion. So I would remind you that, the messages were getting very intense and very, very much, very common, that question around the last 6 to 8 weeks of that 9 to 10 month sideways zero volatility phase of Onyxcoin, okay? And what did I tell people then? I said, guys, worst idea you can make is selling something when it's been boring. When it has been in an accumulation zone for 9 or 10 months, the longer the accumulation phase lasts, the more violent the move to the upside is going to be. And sure enough, Onyxcoin snapped up like 500%, again, seemingly out of nowhere, right? So what I would say to people who are asking me if they should sell their Onyxcoin, it's not doing anything, they're bored with it, blah, 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 I want to go chase something that's pumping. The minute you sell it to go buy something that's been pumping is the minute the thing you bought that was pumping is going to dump, and Onyxcoin's going to go on another 3, 4, 500% run to the upside, right? One of the biggest mistakes you can make, not financial advice. You do whatever you want to do with your bag, but I'll tell you right now, I am not selling my Onyxcoin because the price action is boring. If anything, I am aggressively DCAing into it because of the general negative sentiment on it, solely because of its lack of price action, right? So those are my thoughts on Onyxcoin, guys. It's still a phenomenal buy. It's still a phenomenal project. It's going to do big things. Lending protocols are starting to gain momentum. Decentralized finance is the number one narrative, in my opinion, going into this altcoin season. But let me know what you guys think. And listen, if you need help, guys, big news. We just did a 400 to 500% swing trade in 24 hours over on the Patreon. Yeah, Gari Network. We got in on it, guys, the day before yesterday. We did a live stream over on the Patreon the day before yesterday. We agreed to get into Gari Network. Everyone piled into it. Boom. Yesterday, bam, last night, 500% return on that swing. Everybody took profits, and now everybody who got profits, that 500% return, is DCA today into their utility coins. Your Onyx coins, your ZBEX, your Jasmys, right? Your Swift coins, your cookies, your TARS AIs, whatever else, right? Your XDBs. So you want to get over to the Patreon, guys. If you want to get in on these opportunities, like massive, imagine it's a price of a cup of coffee. Imagine paying the price of a cup of coffee and getting in on a 500% swing trade opportunity. That would have paid for your Patreon membership for the next 25 years, right? So check it out today, guys. The link is down below. You literally have nothing to lose and everything to gain. A cup of coffee, guys, for that kind of an opportunity. Join thousands of other members and myself, always there to help. Whether you need exit strategies, profit-taking plans, swing trade opportunities, finding micro-cap gems, and so much more. And listen, with altcoin season around the corner, guys, kicking off, there's going to be a lot of blitzing. There's going to be a lot of profit taking and rolling profits from one project to another to compound gains. We're going to be doing a blitz of that over on the Patreon. So you're going to want to get involved in that, guys. You're going to want to learn how to take your profits and how to identify other projects to roll those profits into. Because if you're making like 100K on one project, well, you want to roll that into something good to 2, 3, 4, 5 exit again, and then take the profits out of that, find another one, 2, 3, 4, 5x that as well. We're going on a blitz, guys, as altcoin season starts to kick off. Get over there if you want to get in on compounding your gains. Squeeze every dollar out of this bull run before it's too late, because it's after that it's 3.5 years of boring sideways red action, guys. So the link is down in the description. Again, it's the price of a cup of coffee, guys. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.